Wi-Fi. The mic is done alive here. There we go. Reconnecting. Okay, there we go. Reconnecting up on here. It's been a while since we've done a live, but we're back. And on this video, I'm going to share with y'all how you know you've made the right decisions. We all have tough decisions to make in life, some of us more than others, but nonetheless, we all have to make these decisions. And how do we know we have made the right decision? At the end of this video, you're going to find out how I use these techniques in order to determine if I made the right decision. Let's say that you have a decision as to what shoes you're going to wear, what shirt you're going to put on today. Those decisions are small things, but we're talking about bigger things. We're talking about things that are going to affect your life, your family's life, your family's life, your extended grandchildren, next steps, dad's cousin's life, the country's life, the world's life. Those are the type of decisions that we are talking about, because there's this quote that you can judge the size of a man based off of the size of his problems. And a lot of people, you'll notice, what stuff they post here on social media or whatever, I ain't throwing shade, but their problems are just affecting them. That's totally fine. But if your problems only affect you, I think it's time to reconsider, especially seeing the condition of this planet that we live in. It's not quite the best. And a lot of us get lost in the sauce and caught up on what we see outside of ourselves, that we start to lose track on who we should be developing, and that is the person in the mirror. That's right. Turn off the fucking TV. Turn off the TV and into yourself. That's where you, my friend, starts with you. It starts with you and I. That's right. So I have a decision I had to make right now with my business, and I had to make it previously in the past. I have a business that's providing, doing really well, thriving. And from that same bucket, from that business number one bucket, I'm taking from that business and feeding this other bucket, right? This was me 3 years ago. I was feeding a bucket that was so brand new that I started to learn it, and this was one of those things where I'm like, whoa. I actually don't know so much. Let me learn a bit about this. And it took me 3 years to land success in that, at least one that I can validate and tell the story to myself and my ego as to, hey, I'm a success now, let me try it. But in actuality, I didn't know that I already had the success necessary in order to get it. It's just that I didn't frame it in the proper way. That brings me into the first point. Many of us already have success. We already have made the right decision. It's just a matter of being able to see it. There's things right smack dab in front of us that we're so fixated on something right here that we fail to see what's going on in front of us, just because we're either A, thinking that if it's not right, we have to do it ourselves. I know a lot of self-employed individuals, you still, some are still in their way, and they're like, hey, no one can swing a hammer like I can swing a hammer, so I'm going to swing this hammer. And then you're stuck just doing the technician work. But in reality, if you just get somebody that's 80% just as good as you, they don't have to be 100%. But if they're just 80%, you can free up your time and go somewhere else. I'm over here moving the mic. My bad. I'm moving the bike. But yeah, I was a victim of this type of way of thinking, and then I realized, like, hey, I'm getting in my own way. So that's where I took myself out of the field, got somebody else in the field to replace me, and I'm still actively doing this. But that was a decision that not only affect myself, it also affect other as well. I was able to provide employment. I was able to provide A1 service to our customers because I wasn't gassed out because I had 3 jobs going on today, and I the fourth one and really give it all. So number one thing I want to share with y'all is your decision impact yourself. Think outside of yourself. Once we're able to out there to the universe, we start thinking about others. There's no choice but abundance to that. And I highly recommend y'all do this. Write down the vision. And I highly recommend y'all do this. Write down the vision. Already a dream. But a lot of the dream down on paper. Put the dream down on paper. Put it down on paper. I urge you. This is going to put it down on paper. I urge you. This is going to change from having it in here, having it in to your heart, and then put it. How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel? Write that down, right? What are the thoughts that are going into the mind? Jot them down. Be in the moment, really in the moment. Really just sit with it. If you don't like it, but if you do love it, really just sit with it. If you don't like it, but if you do love it, that's cool. Jot that down too. And then keep doing it. Keep doing it. But if you don't, notice it. Make a change in your habits, whether it be eating the right food, whether it be hanging out with the right people, whether it's been a minute since I've put together some content. I've been in the middle of growing the cleaning business ultimately, and being a dad. But nonetheless, I don't think that's an excuse for any means at all. Being a father is just one of the best things that's ever happened to me, and I really am just living in the moment, and I don't think there's anything outside of what else I should be doing. But when something does resonate with me and it hits me during the workout, I have to share the message and just get it out there. Whoever it resonates with, if it doesn't resonate with anybody, hey, totally fine. I'm sure the algorithm will pick it up maybe 5-10 years later down the line. It's all good because it will hit when it's meant to hit. And that's it, Don't get caught up in the numbers. Don't get caught up in all the things outside of you, because all that matters is what's within you and how you feel about what is going on within you. You know what I'm saying? Remember to like, share, subscribe, MAJSAYY. And, I've also been doing the things with AIs. Not many people know that you can use AI on your local compute, meaning that you can use it on your laptop. They just think that AI is only a thing for cloud, and it's going to affect the environment. That is true to a certain extent, but for those that don't know, we are using AI locally, and I'm getting some I've been using it on my phone and my two laptops, well, few laptops, and I'm looking to get, I do see the value in both. However, I just love playing with this stuff. I love technology and where it's going and how I can use it as a tool. I view it as a tool. What do you view it as? Again, it comes down to framing. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna be tuning out. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Maj. I gotta get home to my fam. Peace. Love y'all. Oh yeah, it's also Matrix Maj on the Instagram. We're gonna be doing TikTok too. Let me know.